Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for... And it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
26.
Now Rodgers. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. Another catch from Melton. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Easy.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They send him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. From the 39, Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Rodgers now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let them know he'll be back the very next series.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this to the 32. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Lance now to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Ready, set.
Lance and company going on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Check pitch. Ready?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing is Lance on third down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No score after one on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
On first down, Lance. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack goes to Chris Barnes. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another another try after the first down sack. Lance under pressure again, and down he goes again. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Ready.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Right side, and he finds Gray. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a first down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity.
Set, ready.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
23, 52.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown! Kyle Juszczyk from 4 yards out. And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They'll go with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Ready, ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Lance to throw for it on fourth down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Lance getting this out wide to Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Here we go. Opposite, green. Double 38.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. from the 30 on second down. Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. And some room to roam now. And the ball is knocked out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the 49ers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Inside. 26.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers.
Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Easy. Go to 50, and you got, 626.
Back to throw, Rodgers.
This one complete to Tonyan underneath.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Forced out to his left.
This pass complete to Melton.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now Rodgers.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Rodgers to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now Crosby for the point after. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Now Lance.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And Crosby missed it. No good. Wide to the left for Crosby. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again.
And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 78 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Lance with a first throw in overtime. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Check right.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale.
Yeah.
Because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on 4th down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
88.
Up the middle, Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the 50. Hey, 88. Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300.
What can Rodgers do now with his drive? That one caught downfield by Watson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. An inside give to Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage you gain there is really kind of gravy. And this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want. The right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now Jones looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey, take 26. Right.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he is out of bounds here. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. All right, well, they didn't kick it on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time. And let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
Rodgers going to come out throwing. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now this throw caught left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Yeah, 300. Over.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, his throw incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still,
it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They start the drive with Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Cook again. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got him.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Hey, 626.
On play action, Rodgers.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
The give is to Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Over here. Easy.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Here's Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 88.
To throw is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, 626.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Again, it's Jones. Brought down by D.J. Wonnum. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300. Inside.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
26.
Now Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action. Cousins. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He's got a man complete. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
From the 6.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. for the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play action now. Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Nwangwu now from his end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
On play action, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Cook up the gut. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Up the middle, Jones. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Another catch from Melton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Rodgers now on first down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
630. Get 300. Get 300. Yeah, this.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. They give it off here to the tight end. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They hand off to their big tight end, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest. I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this. No, okay.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Completed out left to Dobbs. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
26.
Rodgers throwing here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game. Extra point try now for Crosby. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Now Crosby for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Rodgers looking to throw. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers with a keeper. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One last shot now for Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can S-double-E, 'cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big?